What's going on, everybody? Tom Kwiat here, live and amplified. I hope you all are having an absolutely amazing day. We are back with another music video critiques, and I hope you all are ready for this one. This one is called My Love by Harper O'Neil. It's been a little bit since I've had a chat with her on the podcast, but she just dropped a new music video not long ago, and I thought it'd be really cool to kind of jump in on it. So here we go. Let's get this one rolling. All right. Cool. Little vignetting. Little strong vignetting. I love it. That's a sick car, though. Strong vignetting to kind of mask the fisheye lens. Tejas.
No, you'll never get too far away from my love.
Nice.
It's a light you can't hide.
Interesting.
When it decides to cover you.
Alright, pause this really quick. You know, I'm really liking this film grade. It's kind of giving me a 16 millimeter throwback, which I think is done very intentionally because I kind of feel like that's her aesthetic as a musician is kind of more of a vintage feel, like just knowing a little bit about her and what she does and the stuff she's put out in the past. I feel like this kind of really matches her aesthetic, kind of like a vintage feel. Obviously, it's a vintage car. The video looks very film-like, 16 millimeter, and then obviously the silhouetting, or the vignetting, not silhouetting, the vignetting around the camera lens is a very kind of a callback to like a 70s look. So I thought that was kind of cool. I think that's really interesting, and kind of interested to see how it continues playing out through the rest of the music video. I like those really long wide shots. That's kind of cool. Not a lot of people do that because that's really hard to pull off. It seems like a simple shot, but it's actually really hard to pull off and make it look good, you know. All right. Okay, so one thing that I'm noticing here, off the rip, and not even off the rip because we're almost 2/3 into the video, or the music video, and this is something that's been kind of consistent on a lot of videos that I've critiqued over the year. There's not a whole lot of variety of shots. It just feels like they're trying to make, and I get the thought process. I get the, where a lot of musicians are coming from when they're in these kind of predicaments. They want a music video. They want what they have to look good. And so maybe they can't always do like multiple locations and multiple setups. So, that is very possible and very feasible. So it kind of is what it is. But for me, for it to be a music video, for it to be a little bit more interesting, I really kind of want to see multiple locations, maybe even a little bit of a backstory to kind of, or a narrative to kind of help drive the music video along. I think that would really help in the long term scheme of things. I feel like that's what a lot of independent music videos are missing nowadays, is that long term storytelling. Even though music videos are anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes long, you want to be able to move a narrative along and, kind of keep it going. That's really my only concern with a lot of music videos right now. And just kind of seeing where this one's at a minute 54 into a 3 minute and 9 second video, there's not going to be a whole lot of variety in this shot. But let's keep it rolling. But that being said, even though it's all basically the same setup, she is doing a very good job of trying to make it look different. I'm curious where she got this car from. Honestly, I think, go on, pause. Let's pause this really quick. Honestly, I think what might have made it look really cool is had they done multiple different setups inside the car. Like if they were going to really lean in on this, actually go like on a road trip somewhere and just do the entire music video inside the car and make it a little bit more of a road trip video. And maybe the intro is them packing up and getting into the car, and then the entire music video is her in the car singing kind of like this. You find a couple of different shots that work, right? And then maybe you find a point or two where you're stopping at a rest stop or something, just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. But that's just a thought that popped into my head. But let's continue. I say that because it looks like that's what the aesthetic they're trying to go for is like a little bit more of a road trippy vibe. And I think it would just been a little bit more easier to actually go on a road trip. Unless this car isn't theirs and they could only go so far with the car, then that makes sense. Huh. Interesting. I do really enjoy that 16 millimeter film aesthetic. That is really cool. I really do like that. Let's go back here. Let's bring the video back up and go through some things, because like this shot right here, right off the rip, is really cool. I would have probably just stayed on this shot right here throughout the entire duration of her getting in the car, just because I think the car, other than Harper, is the star in the video. And then just kind of running through a lot of these shots. This interior shot, let's go. Yeah, all these interior shots, like right here. These interior shots are really cool. I like this kind of 3/4 over the shoulder, offset a little bit, because you're still behind her, but not sitting in the passenger seat, because that's always kind of a weird shot, unless you're able to get like a little bit more of an interesting angle. Because I don't know, I've just never really been a fan of the side profile driving shot, because I just feel like that's something that everybody does, unless you're like going in for a close-up and it's a little off center or something, and you can make it a little bit more interesting, which I feel like they did here with this shot. Is it's still an over the shoulder, a reverse over the shoulder at like a 3/4, so you're kind of off a little bit, and it makes it a little bit more interesting. It's not just a straight on side profile in the passenger seat, because I think that's just kind of lame in a lot of regards. But this shot feels really cool. And then just kind of moving forward, like I said earlier, a lot of my gripes with the video is it's a lot of the same shots, and it makes the video feel a lot longer than it actually is. But, like Harper and the car are the kind of like the stars of the video, So I understand if there's like restrictions because she didn't own the car, so she couldn't take it off of somebody's lot or property um, to go use it. So like that makes sense. But I think at the end of the day, you probably needed some cutaway shots or some cinematic setups to kind of get get the video a little bit further along. But that's just my opinion. So definitely gonna say this song is a hit. This music video is a hit. Um, I'm gonna give this one probably a 9 as well. It like really well shot. Like, I mean, you have to have a little bit of a budget for this type of video, and I'm gonna say it's really well shot. Or at least you had a friend that was doing it for free and really knows what they're doing. Like, it's amazing. So once again, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all later.